became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings, everything is faded. Maybe this is karma, definition of jaded. This stays on my mind, this stays on my mind. Trying to put
7 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. On today's video, we're going to do a reaction to a reaction. Yes, we do that over here. First of all, thank you guys for taking the time to check this video out. If you have not done so already, please hit the like button. Be sure you subscribe to the channel. And also be sure to turn on your post notifications. If you are a subscriber, go ahead and hype us up. You know, that's how us small channels get noticed in the algorithm, is by you hyping us up. So go ahead and be sure to do that. We're going to look at a video from Anton Daniels. He was talking about the situation with Cardi B, and Cardi B talking about the situation with her boyfriend and the cook. So let's go ahead and jump right into the reaction. It's not going to be very long. Now, let's make sure that you can see the video well and all the things. Hold on. Oh, I'm sitting here like, why is this not looking right? Okay. Yeah, let's scoot it over just a tad. But as I said, y'all, if y'all are new here, welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Just Me CMB, and this is my second channel. We talk about general topics over here. My primary channel, we do a lot of videos about moms and mommy content, but over here it's more of a general conversation. um I like I don't know how to say it. Do I say like or don't like? Anton Daniels is an acquired taste. I feel, I don't dislike him because I don't know him, but I do feel that he is a male chauvinist. I feel that he is very what's the word? I'm just gonna say chauvinistic and leave it at that. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. He is horribly chauvinistic, and shame on him for being that way. Let's get into the reaction.
Calm down. Is y'all cool? Y'all been dragging me for 3 or 4 days. Y'all been a little bit too mean. Like, all right now. Y'all been a little bit too mean. I can't change. I can't go back in time. You know what I'm saying? I already had a baby. Y'all want me to put my baby back in my... Huh? I don't know. What y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to leave my man and yours? You want me to leave my man and just go and yours? I don't know. What y'all want me to do? What y'all want me to do? We can only go forward now. So, I don't know. 2026 is in a couple of days. I have so much work to do once January starts that is stressing me out. I'm going to be away from my babies, away from my personal life, away from my home. I have to rehearse for 10 to 12 hours a day for tour. There is so many elements of production that I'm missing for tour. I'm already super stressed out. You know what I'm saying? I'm already super stressed out. I need my support system, my fans to love me. I want y'all to come to my tour and enjoy yourself with me. Don't be dragging me. It's enough. All right? It's enough.
It's wild to think that the people that we look up to, and I'm not saying me in particular, but just our culture, and not even just our culture, just American culture and people across the United States of America, that we actually look up to people that continuously make bad decision after bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. Somebody said,
It's interesting that he says that because the thing is, I mean, who made you number one, the person that has the right to tell her decisions are bad or good? Either way. I mean, why are you the moral majority? Why are your decisions the right ones? You didn't go to college. You got on social media early. Um, and I'm sure it was work and I'm sure it's still work, but got on social media early. You didn't go to college. Who knows what kind of jobs you worked, and then you got to the point to where you were making money online, and that's your life. Now, you made enough money to make other good decisions, and be successful, but I do recall you saying something about being broke either when your wife was pregnant or shortly there before. So, I mean, what makes you the person who can say who made the right decisions?
and I read that they said that Stefan Diggs, none of his teammates would ever allow for him to date their sister. That's telling. That is absolutely telling. And we can't
Now, he ain't wrong about that one. That's saying a lot about a person. But this is a man who had Cardi pregnant with a 6 month old by another woman. I mean, so what you saying exactly?
get any woman, not one, to make a good decision, and they keep on picking Pookie after Pookie after Pookie.
Not Pookie though. And then another thing, he always talking about the culture. The culture. What is the culture exactly? Is this a certain group of people? Is this a certain race of people? I mean, when you are talking about the culture, Anton, who you talking about?
And just because you got resources and money does not mean that you are not that. You know what I'm saying? And so with
I agree with that statement that he made, though.
these recent allegations, which you know me, I'm never going to convict somebody in the court of public opinion, but just the whole idea of people
And he a whole lie. He did a video on a young lady in the mommy
continuously
sector.
getting themselves into stuff, not stuff to where I
He did a video on a lady in the mommy sector, and he called her everything but a child of God, just based on the fact of her saying she's pregnant and homeless and got 5 kids. It is public opinion that she's a loser, and you seconded that. I mean, you didn't see if maybe she had a story where she wasn't a single mom and then she became one because of these said situations that were outside of her control. So you took the title of her video and you dogged her for it. So you a lie. Whole lie.
think that he actually assaulted the person, because I need evidence for that. I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to throw somebody under the bus and advocate for them to go to
You a
jail
lie.
or to lose their ability to pay and take care of their family.
Okay, so that was a different statement. He said that he'll never advocate for a person to go to jail off public opinion. Okay, that's different.
And lose their job just off of his, off of an accusation alone. But when women continuously pick the wrong guy or they pick a bad guy and all of that, and they just want you to support it instead of divesting yourself from it, when they make themselves public and they're a public figure, it's sad. It is. It's really, really sad. And it's not the thing that we should keep looking up to, because it affects our culture, and that's why I call it trash. And maybe, it's because of the way that they were raised, or they was in a survivalist mindset, or the type of guys that they continuously be attracted to. I don't know what it is, but it's sad as hell, and it makes me sad for us as a culture to continue to embrace this shit.
Okay, so the title of this video is "You Want Me to Leave My Man?" Cardi B talk Stefan Diggs. Was the BBL chef really his side chick? Now, when he first talked about the situation, the BBL chick and all the things, he basically called the woman a liar. And we'll look at that video on another show, but he called the woman a liar, feeling like, oh, she's just saying this. This is not really true. um, and all the things basically. My thing is this: when did we start telling women who have been through something, telling people who have been through something that they're a lie without proof? When did we start doing that? So no don't mean no no more? Because basically that's kind of what you're saying, that her no don't mean no. Why? Why don't her no mean no? Just because you said so?
I love y'all. I want good for y'all. I want good for y'all. I want health, money, prosperity, happiness for this new year for y'all. Wish me the same thing, all right? Leave me alone though. Shit. Damn. Y'all scare me sometimes. Y'all a little bit.
And let's be real, y'all, that chef was serving more than just food to Stefan Diggs.
Facts.
If y'all saw those messages, you would see that she said, and I'm out your life. Employees don't quit that way. Situationships do. Never forget the Vikings locker room all said that they would not let Stefan Diggs date their sister.
literally just-
They all said this without hesitation. They saw some things.
Now it's interesting too how that happened. Also, I didn't even see the Stefan text messages. I didn't even dig into the situation. I'm gonna be honest about that. So my conversation here is just based purely on what we're talking about right now. But yeah, I didn't look at that. So that's that on that. But as I said, the fact that these all these guys said that Stefan could not date their siblings, and the fact that there's some kind of text messages saying that something about the woman being out of his life. What you mean out your life? You just cooking for the dude. Now, Anton is making a statement that Cardi keeps making bad decisions on men. I don't think it would be as bad of an issue had she not got pregnant by him so quick, because then it's just the dude she dealing with. If he did something bad, she can move on. Like, girl, I mean, she is kind of being almost a jump off and then turning that jump off situation into a relationship. So that is Cardi's bad. But Stefan, what you got going on, boy?
As a man who has a known record of being a lustful man, why are you hiring a chef with the BBL? I'm not saying BBL chefs don't deserve an opportunity, but I'm saying, why did you hire one?
That is interesting. If you have a woman or you are out here pursuing relationships and you are a lustful man, yeah, you ought to keep yourself safe and out of trouble by making sure that the people that you are hiring don't cross over into being something else.
Okay.
You know why he hired her? He hired her because, the option to be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it is paramount. It's important. It's 100% important.
And if you're a lustful dude and you got a woman in your house every day cooking for you, that is a win-win. So you paying her to provide you two services. I mean, I'm just saying.
And so her being attractive, which I haven't even seen a picture of her, but I see guys that keep on oogling over her and chicks keep on saying, oh yeah, he was busting that down. And clearly it's probably busting it down for a real one. Being
I like to hear him say that though. Busting it down for a real one. And he swear everybody busting something down. Anton, you don't know.
being able to have the option to do what you want to do when you want to do it, that plays into it. And so what you see is guys unable to have dick discipline. And when they get into these situationships and these relationships, and then the women crash out because they no longer have access to the guy, or he fire her and he move on to the next one. And then she possibly comes up with some excuse to say that, he did something to her that he wasn't.
Now, I feel like that if you're not going to prejudge people, you should wait until he is um, either doing a plea deal or something to that nature, instead of automatically assuming that she is lying, because that's just like telling a woman who said no that because she was pretty and because she was a cook in a place, that the person that hired her, who, whatever happened, you shouldn't have been pretty in that place and this wouldn't have happened to you. That's like kind of what you're saying, and that's fucked up.
Wasn't supposed to do. And that's not uncommon. It happens regularly, and guys need to wake up to it instead of subjecting themselves to it. But they
He don't never hold the man accountable, and that's some whack shit right there.
don't, and they won't. And women won't stop putting themselves in that position. And so, I was telling people on another video, or maybe it was on After Hours, that whenever I have to hire somebody for a service, especially a woman, I usually have somebody else there with her, or I won't even be there and I'll just let them do whatever it is that they need to do for the service.
Why do you need to do that? Are you too tempted, or you feel that you are on such a high totem pole that it's automatic that she's going to accuse you of something? Like, I mean, where you going with that?
And then I'm going and I just appear whenever it is that we got to go and do what we do. The Me Too movement taught me and told me that guys have to be a lot more vigilant, and it ain't nowhere in the world that you're going to find me behind the 8 ball to where I can't protect myself in the event that somebody wants to try to finesse me. You're never going to get the opportunity, but guys do it all the time.
Mercy press conference time. I'm sure by now everybody has seen the news, the allegations against Stefan Diggs, felony charges that he strangled, chokehold his personal chef, assaulted his personal chef over back pay dispute. Now, I got to remind a couple of people before we get into this. First of all, in this great country of ours,
I am going to say this though. Just really listening to what the allegations were, listening to who the guy was, and the fact that there was a woman here, I feel like it was something sinister. And when I say sinister, I mean that there was something, I'm going to say salacious, behind the facts here.
America, it's innocent until proven guilty.
Facts.
And what team won the first Super Bowl after 9/11 that brought this country together and stood up for everything great about this country? The Patriots. So I believe in the rules of this country, innocent until
It got to do with the price of tea in China.
Proven guilty. I also know no team has taken the higher road, had better moral integrity than the New England Patriots. Aaron Hernandez, the second he got accused of murdering a bunch of people, before you could even say double homicide, he was cut, he was gone. We don't care wins, losses. We look for good people, good humans.
Okay. Now that's a different type of crime, but if that's the case, then they should have kept the same what did they say? Keep it. They should have kept it the same with Stefan. He should have at least been sat down until we get deep into this.
But again, this is innocent until proven guilty. Another thing.
But they do have morality clauses. So I'm not, I guess I'm I'm teeter-tottering on the fence. When he was accused of this, because of the morality clause, they should have sat him down. They shouldn't kick him off the team until they know either he admits it or he's adjudicated as such. So I agree with that, but at the same time, if they did something, think about Ocho Cinco, that situation that he had with the girl he was married to, Evelyn Lozada. Baby, before she left the doggone police station, they had his ass gone.
I have a personal chef. I just hired one. A lot of you people out there probably don't have personal chefs. You know the intricacies of working with a personal chef. Again, innocent until proven.
And what's the point?
guilty. I find it peculiar a personal chef can have all these back wages owed and still be cooking. If they're owed all this money, and
Now he ain't wrong about that. If they can't pay you one check, they damn sure can't pay you the others. It sounds like he felt because the relationship went personal that he shouldn't have had to pay her business money and she still wanted it, plus the job, plus whatever perks she got on the side.
the guy is not paying, you stop cooking. Or you're on a salary and the money's getting paid. So how do you have so many back wages that suddenly you're getting choked out? Again,
I got
I
some
don't know the
Ollie.
details.
Because they
I'm
had
just
a
saying, before we
relationship.
pass judgment in this country of ours, where the Patriots won the first Super Bowl after 9/11 and stand for America, the very word patriot, what we fight for, the rule of law. Let's give this a second to breathe before we pass judgment. Innocent until proven guilty.
I
Since
agree.
you've never had a personal chef, you really shouldn't weigh in here. I hope for the sake of everybody, the chef, Stefan Diggs, this is all a bunch of malarkey. And I don't want to be the one explaining this to Ann Michael May. She's doing Bakemas, and we got to now talk about our wide receiver assaulting personal chefs. But again, innocent until proven guilty. If you don't have a personal chef, zip it, and we'll see where this goes. But let's let the facts play out before we start, throwing stones here. That's all.
I agree. I will never advocate for somebody to lose their ability to feed their family. I think that you got to let it play out. I don't think it's ever really going to go to court. I think that there's going to be a payout, and then all of this is going to go away and it's going to disappear, and then everybody is going to be back happy again. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. T. Genley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.
Well, guys, I don't think that he should be adjudicated in a way that speaks that I don't think that there should be adjudication in a way that he loses his job before it is proved that he did something wrong. I don't. So I share in what they are saying when it comes to that. And next, I think he was messing with the lady and the shit went left. That's it. That's all. That's what I have to say. Tell me what you guys have to say in the comments. Thank you so very much for taking the time to check out the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Y'all, I'm looking for my outro.